Listen.
And here we are, and you kick the bucket as soon as we start. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
No, I kick the bucket. You're safe. I'm already dead.
I'm your passenger.
Him? You really want to be him?
I'm like... How do I describe it? It's like... if Eddie Brock just went swan diving into a trash compactor and Venom's like, no, wait!
No. Anyway, here's probably one of the most fun parts of this game.
Ooh, Donkey Kong.
There, it's moving. This should speed things up a bit. I can't believe.
Let's hope the mic doesn't pick up me chewing boba tea right now.
It probably is.
By the way, what now?
Do your parents ever talk about like retro games?
Nope.
Really?
Nope. Because they never really were into them.
I don't know why, but my dad always keeps bringing up Donkey Kong. He's like, oh, there's a new Donkey Kong Country, or oh, the new Donkey Kong game looks fun. They're like, Dad, did you play Donkey Kong growing up? No. It's like, why do you keep bringing up Donkey Kong? I don't know why you keep talking about Donkey Kong every time there's like a new Donkey Kong Country or something. Looking at all these rocks, it makes me want to talk about something that happened during this week that we're recording this. Oh shit! Yeah, you getting killed. So during the week that we're recording this, Hollow Ian Wave 3 just came out, and I went to work listening to Bijo's American Truck Driving Simulator stream. I thought, because I realized I don't like watching streams, but if I need something like background music to listen to for 3 hours, then you know what? I'll just go back and watch old VTuber streams. And Bijo just, not only is she just a cute little sponge, she's got I think a lot of things that you would also like, because she plays a lot of Souls games. I think actually she does a lot of things that we both like. She's a big Vocaloid fan, and at one point we run over a guy, just like she does.
Don't worry, he was already dead.
Just like Bijo does in Truck Simulator. And at some point, she was talking about Fire Emblem, and she mentioned, "Oh yeah, I like Dimitri on the Blue Lines," right as she causes a giant highway accident and kills millions of people, setting everyone ablaze. I'm like, oh, that was not a good time to mention.
That was oopsies.
That was not a good time to mention Dimitri as you plow an entire interstate full of people. Thousands died that day. She also mentioned how in real life she doesn't have a driver's license because she's too short to reach the pedals and she can't drive.
Hey, just get a booster seat or leg extensions. Simple.
That's actually something that I'm going to talk about Tears of the Kingdom again. That's a cute little detail I noticed from Breath of the Wild, is that Riju's so short she needs cushions to sit on her throne. But then by Tears of the Kingdom, she's actually grown up and she's slightly taller than Link, I think. Now she doesn't actually need a booster seat for her own throne. You haven't gotten to the Gerudo section yet, have you?
No, I have not.
This recording. Oh shit! You just hopscotch that, or just hot potato that guy with bullets. But going back to like Riju in Tears of the Kingdom, just seeing her grown up and seeing how she's.
I think that's a bit more than an ouchies.
Yeah. But seeing Riju grown up, how she can actually fight, as she dual wields scimitars, I don't know, I just feel proud seeing how much she's grown up. It's like seeing a long distance cousin that you haven't talked to in ages, and then it's like, oh my god, like you're not just a tiny child anymore. You can actually...
They grow up so fast.
You can actually legally drive cars now. That's kind of how I felt looking at Riju in Tears of the Kingdom. It's like just being a proud little... Oh, look at this little marshmallow.
The little chief.
she's not a tiny marshmallow anymore. And I did beat Tears of the Kingdom a couple weeks ago. Ian, I'll need you to beat the game too, because there would be a lot to talk about.
Yeah, it might be a little while to get myself back into the groove with Tears of the Kingdom. But I will finish it. Or at least that's what I'm just telling myself.
Just have like a regiment. You know how people have workout days, like, oh, today's leg day, or the next day is arm day, then the next day is chest, and the next day is a back day? You should do that with games. Like, alright, Monday, it's Tears of the Kingdom day, Tuesday, another Skyrim day, Wednesday, and then you just keep going through that.
Nope, that's not how I work.
That's kind of how I used to do it a long time ago. And then I just, I don't know, didn't do. Wait, can you tip over all the way and die?
Probably, but I don't want to be doing that.
Woo! Okay. Did not think we'd see Chainsaw Man here.
Fuck. It'd be nice to have It'd be nice to have a mouse.
It'd be nice to have a fuck, yes. Well, this also reminds me of some Adventureland stories. So the same friend I keep mentioning over and over
No.
had a company trip where they went to Adventureland, and that was his +1. We had a lot of moments there, such as me meeting a sousaphone player I knew who was working there at summer, or how they took me to so their company rented out part of the pool area in the back. It was like a lounge place, which I'm making it sound way cooler than it was. No, it was just like a tiny, oh, here's a hut with a bunch of fake straws and bamboo, or like fake palm trees. But we have a bunch of coolers full of beers, so that's cool. It's all in the house. That's nice. More importantly, there's just so many moments that I want to talk about, such as my friend. Oh shit!
What the fuck?
We'll have to cut back in. Something kind of broke.
That's fine.
Okay. Or how my friend that took me there
Oh, you
wanted to go on all the
fucker.
rides again, doing a whole roller coaster spree.
Shut up, Windows.
After taking several drinks, I'm not gonna list how many for their sake, but it was enough. It was to a point where his other coworkers were debating, is he gonna throw up on these rides? Half of us said yes, half of us said no. Oh shit. By far, one of the best moments that I still think about is when we go on this one ride called the Dragon, or something like that. Dragon Quest? I forget what it was.
Maybe.
But it's on a, so we're on a little pod, right? It's in just, and we go like up and down, and we go spinning while we're at it. And normally I don't feel much of anything when going on amusement park rides. I'm just like, oh, I'm just sitting here, whatever. And then yeah, but then my friend, when the safety person operating the ride clicks the seatbelt in, my friend's like, ooh. He's like, that's not a good sign. And then right as the operator hits start, my friend's like, dude, my dick hurts. He clamped the seatbelt on my dick really hard. And then and the ride starts going, we start spinning out of control. And my friend starts screaming like, ah, my dick, it hurts. And I start laughing out of control because he's just screaming in pain the whole time about his dick.
Yeah, that. Though yeah, that part right there in this game,
Yeah.
probably one of my favorites, and it really makes me want Capcom to make like a deal with like Universal or some sort of theme park ride,
Mm-hmm.
and make and just make a Resident Evil 4 minecart ride like this, because this is just good. I want this to be an actual ride.
Hypothetically, let's just say you were in charge of the Universal and you decide, I'm going to make this entire quadrant the Resident Evil themed place. What kind of other Resident Evil themed rides and attractions would you put out? So it'd be like this minecart, you make that into a roller coaster.
The minecart would be like the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
If it just had to be like Resident Evil 4 related.
I mean, like Resident Evil as a whole.
As a whole?
I'm going to allow that for like easy mode.
Well, if we're gonna have like, if there would be like multiple rides, I don't want them to just be like, what would you call the rides that we went on? You know, the Spider-Man ride that we went on?
Like the VR ride? Or
Yeah. I wouldn't want just like all VR rides. I think that we need to have like a little bit more.
Because I'm imagining things like a waterlog ride where it has the big fish from this game,
Hey?
or like a shooting gallery, like you like to do it sometimes.
Oh, that would be too perfect actually. And then you'd have some people just like. Then you just have like a couple people dress up as the merchant for like gift shops and shit.
Or what about the test of strength, where you have to like smash the hammer on the platform and it goes up and dings the bell? It'll be that, but the Chris Redfield boulder. Because I thought about this for some reason in my head. Is like, what if Disney World had a Kingdom Hearts section?
Well,
Fucking do it, Disney. I'd go there every year just for that.
yeah.
You won't, you cowards.
Though I do remember they did sell like cloaked Mickey, like a cloaked Mickey pin.
They did.
At Disney World,
They
but
did.
that was about it. When
I
it
thought
came.
about it just because that's the only bit of Kingdom Hearts rep in the whole ass park. Come on, Disney, make more stuff that I'll buy.
Well, thanks, Louise.
Did you just try to kick a bug down the infinite void?
Yes. I can also shoot them down into the infinite void.
But just imagine if there were more Kingdom Carts or a gummy ship shooter ride.
That.
Or heck, even if they just had a shit ton of toy Keyblades, I would have taken that. It's not much, but it's something. Do it, Disney Parks. Do it.
Make a ride that's based off that one, like, part of the final battle where you had to deflect like 100 like light arrows.
I don't know how you would even do that, but I'm sure the Imagineers could come up with something.
Hi. Today was a bad day to take my pill.
Oh, you took the ad-hid pill?
Yeah. So I'm not gonna be talking much. Can I just wait?
Wait, can you shoot those sacks?
Come on, there we go.
Oh, I got a good list from the conversation topics.
Okay, so first tell me the whole, why is your mom Philip DeFranco?
My mom is Philip DeFranco because she likes to just jump right into topics with zero warning.
And that's
just
not norm?
no, because okay, here's two examples I have.
to your mom.
And I want to see if, like, is your mom the same thing? Because I'm going to bet probably not. One time I get out of the shower, and she shows me a photo on her phone. She's like, "Hey, guess what this is? I see a little rock that's flat with a bunch of names on it." Out of nowhere, she's like, "Oh, hey, that's Granddad's tombstone." I'm just like, most people start a conversation with a "Hi, how's it going?" and not, "Oh, here's Granddad's grave
tombstone."
size." Okay, that was a bit of a.
I mean, at least it keeps things interesting in your household.
Or another time, I came back home from work, and my mom's watching a movie in the kitchen computer.
Ooh.
So on the PC monitor, she's watching this old Korean movie, and I have no idea what the context is. I'm walking right in the middle of the film, so I see a middle-aged woman beating a little girl half to death with an empty beer bottle, and she's right about to go for the finishing blow, and then another woman sneaks up behind, smashes her head with an empty flower pot as she collapses to the floor. Then my mom pauses, looks back at me and says, "This is based on a true story." And like, most people say hello first thing when they see their kids come back from work, not this.
Not this. That reminds me of fuck.
That reminds you of fuck.
It reminds me of this like clip that I saw like a long time ago, and I want to describe it to you.
It's so.
So
okay.
it's like, so from what I remember, it starts out as this like Japanese kid saying something, like as an adult's like kneeling right in front of her. She says something, but then the dude just covers her eyes, and it looks like he's about to sock her in the face. But then what happens is that he's basically like moving his finger to like a beginning beat of a song. And then what happens, like the background just sort of like splits apart and starts into like some sort of J-pop concert.
What?
With like Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse like in the background dancing. I can't remember where I saw the video, but I did see it. And it just starts playing, and like the music that it starts playing is just some like sort of Eurobeat. Which, funny enough, that's how I first discovered Eurobeat and
That's
started
how you
getting
found
into
Eurobeat?
it. Yeah.
I got another story actually involving Eurobeat. My second ever job, I worked as an inventory sort of manager. It's like, I gotta go make sure we have enough of X part or Y component to make sure we can actually send out and sell to people. And at some point, someone forgot to grab something. They're about to package it and then ship it out, but then they realized, oh, we forgot this one thing. So they send me to go all the way to the warehouse to go and grab it. I'm like, okay. I put on my safety vest, the hard hat, get the little cart out, make my way all the way to the warehouse. And while I'm like scurrying over there with the cart, I start humming gas to myself, just to like motivate myself to make me go faster. And then I'm doing that for about 2 minutes, and I look over and see my supervisor was just staring at me. I'm just like,
Hi!
I shut up and I just go even faster to try to finish the job. And I thought to myself, I gotta quit. I can't go back here.
I can't. Did you?
Yeah.
Wait, you did for that reason?
Not just for that. I had to quit in like 2 weeks anyway to go back to class. But I was like, no, I'm definitely never coming back here.
I mean, come on, you gotta show your silly side sometimes. Gotta be a little weird.
There were so many whack things that happened in that workplace where, as one example, I saw a guy operating a forklift, and he was carrying about 200 or so gallons of sulfuric acid, and I just saw the look. I saw the look on his face, just like, oh my god, why did I say yes to this? I'm so like, if he drops it, does that mean we all get to go home?
The hold up, sulfuric acid?
Yeah,
Why did you have sulfuric acid?
I don't know. That's just
That's
something
classified.
that's just something our company had, I guess. Just ginormous gallons of sulfuric acid, just as you do. It makes a very good cleaner,
I would imagine.
a maybe permanent cleaner. There was apparently an incident a couple months before I started where someone did drop a shit ton of chemicals like that, and they had to evacuate the entire building.
Where is he?
Ooh! You almost got jumped.
And I jumped him. Oh.
There was another funny incident where someone knew I was training, was on the job for a couple weeks, and then just out of nowhere just snaps and starts complaining about everyone and everything, saying, "Oh, this one husband wife duo are just taking everyone's work." He called me just a lazy ass who just stood around waiting for stuff to do.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't entirely wrong. It's my fault for being too efficient in finishing tasks in like half the time that they normally take. And the guy was just talking mad shit about everyone. He's like, and then, you know, it's that thing where they're right behind me, aren't they? Yeah, he goes through that with our manager. Like,
I'm always worried for those situations where I'm like just like if I have something to complain about and I'm like talking to like complaining about it to someone, I always constantly just like check over my shoulder, make sure the person that I might be talking about is gone.
no, so yeah, this
Though
person
usually
talks
mad.
mad.
Thankfully haven't had too many.
This person talks mad
situations.
shit about our managers, like, oh, they're a bitch, or they're too old, they don't know what they're doing, or, you know, right as they were walking up right behind him. And, yeah, he was fired on the spot.
Yeah. I mean, there's been some situations where, at my work, where it's like, yeah, just like fire them like right away for some dumb shit. And it really is just like, seriously, you let yourself do that and not let common sense kind of kick in?
I don't think I've ever been worried about a situation like that. It's because if I need to talk smack about someone, I'm not gonna be rude about it. At least I try to be more constructive with my complaints. Something akin
Yeah.
to, well, I don't like how they do this one thing, but I do see why they do it. Maybe they don't realize what they're doing isn't the best thing to do, or I try to say, okay, this is like a better way. There is a better way they could probably be doing this. Just so, if by chance they were right behind me, they don't bear a grudge against me. Maybe I'm doing a reverse Metal Gear. I want them to sneak up behind me instead of.
I mean, sometimes you
Uncovering me
want the enemies to
and
sneak up
stabbing
on
me.
you.
Sometimes I do want them to sneak up behind me and then hear my advice, so they're not doing something incorrectly or whatnot.
We're starting to get an idea of your tastes.
Hmm. Ooh, I'm close to fully upgrading this.
If you want a fighting chance out there, you best tune up your kit.
This still needs work.
Actually, now that I think about it, there was this one time the job gave me a small sense of imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Because at one point they couldn't find this one box in this big ass pallet.
We like
So another supervisor pulls me aside, he's like, you're like really good at your job and you can just do things in half the time, so we're gonna have you find this one shit we spent hours looking for. Leaves me to do my thing, and I do the mom thing of like, I instantly find it the second he leaves, like, oh, it's right there.
Oh yeah, it was right here this
It
whole
was
time.
right there. I was like, this has to be a setup, or like they're messing with me, right? Because it was right there. I found it in like the first 30 seconds. I feel like the mom when you can't find the ketchup in the refrigerator. It's like, it's right there.
It's right there.
And then once I do find it, they call everyone in during break, and they all give me a standing ovation. It's like, we spent hours trying to find this one very important package that Jason found, and
But you, sir, were able to find it within seconds.
deadass, it took me longer to find the supervisor again, telling them, hey, I found the thing. Yeah, I don't know why they decided to give me a standing ovation for that one. It's like,
Anytime.
thanks.
I
That
guess.
was not worth it. I guess I'll appreciate it and not break the immersion, but okay, I'll take it. Oh, it was nice. They did give me a $15 Target gift card that I forgot about until about a year later, and that I used it to buy a Studio Series Bumblebee and Barricade set.
I think I remember, like, I can't remember where I got it. It was probably from a family friend, but like a family friend like gave us a Target gift card, and my parents were like, we can't think of anything to use it on. You want it? I'm like, sure. The thing that I use it on is like I buy like this Breath of the Wild like sort of, it's not like a pro controller, but it's just a Breath of the Wild plug-in like controller.
Oh, those
And
things.
I never really used it, but then one day I was like, you know what? I want to use it. I bought it. I'm gonna make use of it. Didn't work at all.
Yeah.
Was broken from the start.
That thing happened to me when I bought a third-party Pro controller, and none of the buttons worked. Thanks, guys. You guys had one job.
Easy work. Try that on for size. Got us pleasant travels.
Think that's everything.
Although I got an interesting, philosophical question.
Oh,
The
yeah?
one to truly boggle the mind for generations. This is a problem Aristotle could never solve. Miguel O'Hara versus Rio Morales. Both-
Meow Morales?
What?
Meow Morales or
Rio.
Rio?
What?
Alright, no. Go.
Miguel O'Hara versus Rio Morales.
Oh!
Imagine both nude, fully oiled up. Who's winning the twerk off?
That's.
I saw that post on Tweetums one time. I was like, hey, wait a minute. Who would win that?
That's the question?
'Cause now I'm thinking about it. And then,
I thought you were just gonna go with the whole question of like, oh yeah, she's Puerto Rican, right?
yeah.
Either way, like, I've like seen memes of like, oh, Miguel O'Hara, like, oh yeah, he will not stand a chance against Rio Morales, just being like the mother that she is, wouldn't stand a chance. But that's where you go with this question.
It was on Tweetums. Don't blame me. Because then I thought about it with my STEM brain. Is like, on one hand, if we look at Newton's second law of like force equals mass acceleration, I think Rio would have higher acceleration, but Miguel was like complete mass and just there's so much to just move. It's like slapping a bowl of Jello. Now, you know about the meme of like the kid lying in bed asleep while the soldiers standing behind him taking arrows for the kid? I saw that, but over the soldier was like the text said the arrows were across the Spider-Verse spoilers, and the soldier was Miguel O'Hara's ginormous ass. Because that's something I did realize. Is like, oh yeah, there was no one talking about spoilers for a good long while. It was all just thirst posts on Miguel O'Hara.
Yeah.
You know it means we're almost. Almost what?
Almost what? Oh, I'm sorry, Leon. I'm thinking about Miguel's ass. It was so much, it killed me.
Long time no see, rookie.
Krauser? What the hell? Why? Recovering stolen goods.
Sauerkraut looks like
And
Biff Tanner from Back to the Future.
Sauerkraut.
Yeah, sauerkraut.
Ashley, it was you. Catch him quick. Didn't I teach you? Knives are fast.
Sauerkraut has now stolen the formula to Miguel's ass. It's a top secret, and now he has it. And we must fight to get it back.
We have to get the ass juice. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I know a little Easter egg about the final fight where knives are super effective against this guy.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
Well, the thing is, knives have always been kind of good in the remakes.
Yeah, but him especially.
Because you want to know something? The knife's damage can be tied to frame rate.
It can?
Yeah, well, or at least in remake, in RE4, no, RE2 remake, where if you are at 100, if you're at 120 frames per second, you can deal with Perkins. You can deal with Perkins very quickly, within seconds.
Now focus. Show me what you got. Too slow.
You faced.
Soldier like you. Why would you work for these freaks?
Whoosh!
Why? You've forgotten what happened 2 years ago. Operation
Your HP's a little.
Oh, actually, thank you for telling me.
I thought you were trying to build up suspense here. I was like wondering, why aren't you screaming about your low health like usual? I thought you were just being. I thought you were just trying to build up drama or up the stakes of the story.
I'm being a little cocky about this fight.
Get ready.
Fuck.
Is there pinker behind you? I think, or either that or it's just a flower.
That's herb. Also, this fight's just fun.
Yeah.
Like, no guns. Fuck.
I kind of like. I don't know, just looking at this fight, I feel like there's like a rhythm or a beat of like back and forwards to it. It feels like a duel and not just mindless button mashing.
Ouch.
Oops.
You bastard.
You're still a kid, holding on to fantasy.
Maybe that's why you're losing. You have the sunglasses indoors and you can't fucking see.
Nah, it helps me.
That's right, because you're blind. It enhances your hearing, your sense. You can hear when the knife is coming towards you, like Daredevil.
Just forget about all the knives that did hit me when he threw them. Just don't worry about those. No, Lewis.
Louis, no.
In the
You
in the
idiot.
original,
Why did you have to think about Miguel O'Hara's ass? It's too much, you can't handle it.
It's too much.
It's like a logic bomb to an AI.
In the original, a number of characters did like call him as Luis,
Yeah.
but in the original, when Luis dies, Liana as an asshole just says screams Lewis.
Also, his cigarette is ginormous.
Maybe it's just for show.
Maybe.
Well, actually, no. We are in a recession, so cigarettes are now probably smaller than they were back then.
Is that a thing?
I mean, have you seen like chicken crunch wraps on how they barely put any shit in them now?
What? I'm talking about cigarette sizes. How'd you get to chicken crunch wraps?
Well, it can go for the same thing. It's like, okay, we're in a recession. We need to save on products. So let's make it a little bit smaller, keep it at the same price, and there we go.
Oh, okay, just shrinkflation. But I think the cigarette thing's a little bit different. Maybe there's a thing. I don't know how. I don't know about the cigarette meta, because a smoker I am not.
Which, though, also saying that apparently there is a lawsuit against, I think it's Taco Bell. Like, someone's suing Taco Bell for false advertisement on how much meat that they show that, like, their, like, wraps
like
have.
the meat quantity. I thought you were still talking about cigarettes. Or something like,
no.
I found 2 used cigarettes in my burrito. There should have been 3.
There should have been 3.
Funnily enough, my dad was actually the first male in the family to break the smoking, I guess, tradition.
Did he ever start smoking, or
No, he never did. He
Oh.
never got into it. For the most Asian thing ever, it's like he said,
why smoke?
"Why smoke when I could study?" And then
You won't get away with
eventually,
this,
that caused my granddad and my uncle to also quit smoking because they realized, oh shit, this is a waste of time. Like, yeah, this is stupid, and they just give up smoking too.
I wish it was that simple.
No, that was for my uncle, but my granddad, it was even better. Because
How did your granddad say it?
he watched the news report years ago about it was some news story about teen smoking on the rise in America, and then my granddad was like, "Oh, I can't be like that," and he quit. It's like, that's what got you to quit, just to make yourself better than the U.S. It's like,
Yes.
well, at least it worked.
At least it would be nice if that was the case for a bunch of other families that have, like, family members that smoke. It's like just one person, it's like, I could be doing other shit. And, like, other people, it's like, wait a second, you're right.
It's like when in Young Sheldon where the family finances aren't looking too good, and so Sheldon does the math and finds out his dad spends like hundreds of dollars a year on beer, and his dad's like, God damn,
Wait,
That
did that
much?
actually get his dad to stop?
or like cut down on the drinking.
Also, look on how long the minecart trail
That's on the
is.
minecart.
Yeah.
Good gravy.
Which again, this was probably the most fun part, and I want to ride. I want an actual ride, damn it, with the actual risks.
You know something else I noticed about Young Sheldon is that when they first announced it, everyone thought like, what is this piece of shit?
It's
Children media trying to start a whole Big Bang cinematic universe, and then 6 seasons later it's actually the best part of the entire Big Bang Theory.
wait. Actually, I can understand that.
No, it turns out it's actually extremely well done and people love it.
Oh yeah, but like I can maybe understand that because probably, like nearing the end, like later seasons of Young Sheldon, I'm sure people were like, I'm getting sick and tired of this shit. It's not as good.
Well,
And people are like, this is like something nice, something fresh.
actually no, people, apparently it does get better as it goes on. And it's not even comparing to the Big Bang Theory. Like, oh, it gets worse every season. They're like, yeah, probably. I don't know. At some point I just kind of stopped watching it and just didn't care. Hard to believe. You don't think...
Hello, stranger.
You just don't realize the Big Bang Theory's gone on for like 10 years or something. It's like,
Yeah, it's been going on for a long
Holy
ass
shit.
time.
I didn't even realize it's been 10 years.
Like I remember when like I do remember like when the first like episode came out on, I think it first came out on Fox. I might be wrong on that,
Pretty sure, yeah.
but I do remember like that first episode, which is kind of crazy to think.
Anytime.
Though, and actually going back to your like uncle and your granddad,
Yeah.
was it like instant where it's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna stop doing this, or did they have like trouble like actually quitting?
No, they just stopped instantly.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. My uncle was like, wait a minute, this is stupid. And he just stopped. And my granddad's like, oh, I can't be like those American teenagers. And he just stopped.
That's just impressive will right there. It's
Anything.
like, you know what? I'm done with this. I need to stop.
Anything.
Stops right there.
Anything to be better than the U.S. It's like, oh, I can't be like that.
I can't be
worse.
like these low-level plebeians. I wish I had your granddad's, like, will. That's just impressive. Oh!
Were you having fun? Was that worth it?
No, maybe. Oh! Get off me. Only Ada can do it.
I just had a. Oh yeah, I remember. I had a weird ass dream. So this dream I had this morning, where for some reason I was Harry Potter, and I was going through some nightmare scenario, like a post-apocalyptic situation where all of Voldemort died, but all his followers became zombies, and I was Harry Potter in the game trying to stop them all. But for whatever reason, all the spell names were changed. They weren't from like Latin or Greek derived words. No, they were just like dick-related words. It's like, for whatever reason, the disintegration spell was Ilagibaris, like the one Roman emperor that was obsessed with dicks for some reason. Or
like specifically in your dream, you thought.
Yeah, in
this.
the dream, it was this for whatever reason. Or like, instead of Wingardium Leviosa, it was like the penis face, whoosh, and then the zombies would just start flying away.
Penis face, whoosh.
Yeah, I don't know why my subconscious created that for some reason.
Recently, I've been having like, I wouldn't say it's weird dreams, but, and I think I've stopped getting them. But for a while, I was getting a lot of dreams, more like, that were more like, oh, this feels really real to me.
Mm-hmm.
Where like I was sleeping and I'm like, oh fuck, I need to go. Like I need to get up.
Are these chickens?
Yes, they are chickens.
Oh, okay. Ian. Do they unleash a cuckoo storm if you attack them enough?
No.
Oh, okay.
Though that would be a funny reference, honestly.
They should do that with every game ever that includes farm animals. Wasn't that a thing in The Witcher, like the cow god or something? I remember that being a thing. I think
Like
it was
specifically in the third game?
I think so.
Cow god.
I think people found an exploit where if you like kept killing cows, you could farm for resources.
You're just okay. You're talking specifically about that exploit,
That
not
one-
an actual mission or quest.
Yeah. I think.
Okay.
I'm like
yes.
half remembering this.
That is an exploit in The Witcher 3. I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
But what you could do is basically, you could just keep killing cows, wait as long as you need to until they respawn, kill them, and keep repeating that, and you're able to get so much money, like right at the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were talking about an actual side quest. I'm like, what the fuck?
No,
are you
I'm trying to
talking about?
half remember and paraphrases. I think for whatever reason the dev team didn't get rid of the exploit. They created a secret boss where if you killed too many cows, they'd send some level infinity super boss to instantly kill you if you did that too many times.
Also, this took a long ass time for me to figure out.
Yeah.
Where is it? Do me a service and find a way to deface the portrait of him in a shown room. So there's him.
Yeah.
What do you think I did the first couple times to try and deface his portrait?
The right thing. The right thing.
I didn't do this first.
Not at first?
No.
Oh, okay. What did you do at first?
I used a fucking RPG.
Okay, I think that's a bit more than defacing.
That should do it.
It took me a while to figure it out, and I'm a little disappointed in myself.
what else
And
is
also get ready for the thing.
the thing?
The thing. There it is.
Oh, I thought there was gonna be a boss or something.
Nope.
Never mind.
Alright, we're done. We got the thing. Though you speaking of The Witcher does remind me of a really weird side quest in
Yeah.
the second game. And that is that in, I want to say, it's like in the second, it's in like the second part of the game, like right in the middle. There's like this area where there are a bunch of harpies, that you will have like a mission that you need to like kill a number of them to get enough of their feathers. And this dude's like asking for a bunch of feathers.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep doing it for like maybe 3 times. But after helping him get enough feathers, you can head back to his house at another point in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you can look inside before going in, and you just see like this yellow blosh of a person. And once you walk in, the dude's covered in yellow painted feathers with like a paper beak strapped to his face.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
And Geralt just walks in and is like, I don't want to even know at this point. I don't even want to know. And the thing is, in the second game, you also get trophies that you can hang off of a hook that's on your belt, and that will give you special stat boosts. The dude gives you his fucking like chicken paper like mask beak, and you can hang that to get a special boost.
What kind of boost does it give?
Or maybe like show like just an image of it, and maybe give a spoiler warning for some people.
Okay, editing, Ian, make sure to put it in, otherwise you're gonna look stupid if you forget. Oh wait, I remember another thing.
But I should show you an image of it after.
I remember another thing about
recording.
Across the Spider-Verse on Tweetums. It's that a couple months ago, there was a huge meme rising of the Spot. You remember the scene where he's explaining to Miles like where he got his powers from?
Oh yeah.
And people remixing that into different memes. That was probably one of the best things I ever saw. I was like, the Spot. It was a part where he says, "I created you. You created me. Spider-Man, why did you create this guy? I didn't." But it was just all kinds of different remixes of that. It was like, oh shit.
Fuck off.
I was like, I invited you to the party. You didn't join. Spider-Man, why didn't you join? Why didn't you join his LAN party? Or, I drew your OC. You didn't draw mine back. Spider-Man, why didn't you complete the art trade? Or my favorite one was like, I liked your tweet, and then you ratioed me. Spider-Man, why'd you ratio this guy? Yikes!
They're remembering like some other. What the fuck? Get off me! I'm remembering like some other versions where it's like. I can't remember some. But
I sent you the kiss emoji. You left me on red. Spider-Man, why did you kiss the homie goodnight?
God, I can't remember any of them. But I'm really like I'm always proud when people are just able to make really good like memes. Like people are able to make a whole bunch of variations. It just makes me feel kind of proud of the internet. Like on how people got together just to make really good Grimace memes and all that.
Yeah.
It just makes me proud.
Just collectively, people decided, yeah, fuck Grimace. No input whatsoever.
And again, that is probably gonna fool like marketing people for the rest of their life.
Or how, Barbieheimer was a thing. And now studios are trying desperately to recreate it. It's like, no. It was organic. The corporates, they ruined it. Now everyone knows it's fake. It's like the next Barbenheimer they're trying to recreate as a the Paw Patrol movie and another Saw
yeah,
movie are
that's
coming out the same
right.
day. You're like, hey, look, guys, there's Saw Patrol. It's like, no one gives a
Shut
shit.
the fuck up.
No one gives a shit.
You ruined it. Oh, there it is. Scratch down the hole.
You made those birds
Don't mind
homeless.
if I do.
Yeah, well, they stole this dude's
I
property.
see you took care of her.
You made those birds homeless.
I don't care.
What you buying? Perfect. You're a real professional. Well done. You've proven yourself reliable.
Yeah, I have the golden chicken egg. I can either sell it or I could either use it.
Well, pleasant
I
travel.
can't remember if I did say this in a previous recording, but apparently you
The
can use.
golden omelet.
Yeah, well,
Wait, what?
what?
I was just saying a joke. Like you can make the golden omelet. The ultimate
No, but
breakfast.
if you have 2 golden eggs, you can defeat one of the bosses in this game with just by throwing 2 golden eggs at him.
I don't remember that one. No, if you have 2 golden eggs, you can make a big golden omelet.
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't fret over every egg. It's a Metal Gear Rising Revengeance meme.
Oh, okay, I don't know that one.
Did you not see any of those memes?
No, I do. It's just I don't remember them. I need to like play the game to actually appreciate it. Otherwise, they're just kind of short term, in and out.
I mean,
Memory does
I
not
think you
load.
would be able to play it. I think you'd be able to play it. It's on Steam if you want to get it.
I don't have Steam.
Then get Steam.
What if I don't need it?
Then you can just stay with your Nintendo consoles and shit.
Fine, I will.
Though actually, apparently, there's been rumors that there might be talks of a new console, late 2024. I want to say
Really though?
potentially, or it could be a Switch Pro, which honestly I'm hoping that it is just a Switch Pro. Actually, no, that's not the news. The news was that Nintendo has sent out dev kits. They have sent out dev kits to developers very recently. And that could very much mean a lot.
I still think it's too soon for a new console. The Switch is only over 6 years old.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, again, it's like, here's the thing. A new console might be nice from Nintendo, but the thing is, I wouldn't want a new like a full-on brand new console. I just want like a Switch Pro, or at the very least, have the new console be backwards compatibility with Switch cartridges.
I still feel we need another rendition of the Switch before we move on to the next console. At least that's how I feel emotionally.
Yeah, because it's like they've been able to build up such a good library and port so many games to the Wii U. It's like just make sure at the very least have backwards compatibility. That's all I want if it is a brand new console. Though another good thing from that news that I heard was one of the main things that Nintendo says, like, or at least it was like said in an article, is like Nintendo is going to make sure that there is not a Switch shortage or like a new console shortage like there was with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of the things in the article, which is also another important thing,
Big stockpile.
because we don't need to wait like 3 years just to get the console, because the scalpers are just hoarding every single like copy of the console.
And speaking of the Switch and going back to King Rauru, or Tears of the Kingdom, I want to talk about Rauru for a second. It's just, he is probably my newest favorite character, maybe even top 3 in all of Zelda.
Really?
He's such a chill king. Something about big goat man with flowing locks greater than Rapunzel, or how he's like a hipster king. No crown, just shirtless, long ass flowing luscious locks. Goat man, and is also voiced by Chris Hackney.
Okay. No?
What?
Oh wait, yeah, no. Yeah.
Dimitri's spirit animal was not the lion, not even the boar. He's the goat man. He is literally the goat. Also, his taste in women. Because, have you seen Queen Sonia? That's how I know Rauru is the man. That's how I know I can trust him. Good taste. Because, damn yummy. That's how we're going to end this episode. We go sing with Sonia.